All right. Um, Everyone, as promised, today I'm here with a good friend of mine and someone I consider a guru in investing. I always seek his advice and knowledge from investment. And today I'm happy that he has accepted to come on this show to give us some insight, share his knowledge. And his name is Keji, and he's quite vast. He has been investing in the stock market for years. Would I say 20 years?
Over 20.
Over 20.
Yes.
Since from the days of when people were buying stock
Paper.
on paper.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. All right. Thank you so much, KG, for coming. And
You're welcome.
we've been anticipating this discussion. I've posted the introduction of this podcast 2 days ago on my social media, and people have been looking forward to it. So you're welcome once again.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so please give us an idea. What was the stock market like before these current changes, and why are people still skeptical? Is it because of what had happened before that many people have decided to stop investment, stop stock market investment, and they see it like a scam? What do you have to say about that?
All right. Thank you, Baba.
Yeah.
The thing is that investment generally in stocks, there are different reasons why people have stopped investing or they are skeptical about investment. For instance, in the past, it used to be paper. For instance, someone that lives in maybe a Bauchi, for instance, now, and he walk up to a bank to buy a public offer in maybe 2001. Once he make that payment and they send him his certificate, he cannot easily dematerialize it. He cannot get dividend in the past. He cannot, dematerialization means to maybe cash it or to sell some part of it. So he couldn't do that in the past. So many people in those days are not really informed about the dynamics of the Nigeria Stock Exchange. But in the past, maybe 10 years or 15 years, things are changing.
Right.
A lot of things are changing in the market. For instance, when I started in the early 2000s, the index was like 20,000. As of today, it's like almost 140,000 for the index.
Wow.
A lot of companies are coming in, a lot of foreign investors are coming in. So a lot of things are changing.
There was so I was looking at some of the slips. You know, before they used to give this slip.
Dividend warrants.
Yeah, dividend warrants and all that. And I was looking at it for I think Owando. And I saw that the stock price of Owando around 2004 or so, I'm not sure, it was up to 18 naira per share. Is it that there was no true price discovery at that time? Or because I know with the former SEC DG that she was able to discover some kind of wrongdoings and everything. Why was it 18 naira then and now it's struggling to even reach the same price?
Yes. The thing is that companies are dynamic. For instance, this thing that people say they call stocks, they are like a piece of a business. They are not just like numbers, or if a company does well, the stock will do well. If a company does bad, the stock will fall. It's expected to fall. So for this Oando that you mentioned, what actually happened was that Oando was a marketing company. They were in the downstream sector.
Okay.
So, and they were doing well, they were paying dividends, they were doing well relatively in those days. But I think in 2014, they made a bold decision to move into the upstream sector of the economy, of the oil industry, by buying the assets of ConocoPhillips.
Okay.
I think it was 1.5 or $1.6 billion or so. That time, the oil price was about $100 per barrel or so. Boom! Almost immediately they bought, the price went down. The oil price went down to as low as maybe 30 something dollars per barrel.
Oh.
And they counted on that to repay the loan. So they couldn't pay the loan. They were finding it hard to pay the loan. So they couldn't pay dividend. In fact, Wando has not paid dividend now for over 10 years. So because of that, the price and everything fall. So they've been in a lot of financial crisis. Although things are looking better now. And I remember, I think it's 2004, 2005, the public offer they did was 97 naira.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you believe that it went down from that 97 naira to like 2 naira? The same stock,
What?
the same company. So when a company is having challenges and issues, the price usually falls. And when the company is doing good, prices rise.
That 2 naira, I'm sure many people lost huge amount of money from 97.
Yes. It was even more than 97, maybe almost 200
Yes.
at a point.
Yes.
Yes.
My goodness. So I think because of that and maybe some other things, like prices went, people lost confidence in the stock market and decided to stay away from it. There are many people up till now, when I post videos about stock investing, even with the boom and everything, they still say it's a scam, it's a big scam. And what do you have to say about that?
I really don't blame people because some of them, they've been burnt in the past.
Yeah.
They've lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
But what I would say is that stock market is not just numbers, like I said earlier. You have to really understand what is going on in the company before you put your money in it. It's like you are buying a part of a business. Take, for instance, maybe someone is buying a part of a house
Yeah.
for rent or something like that. Those are the better ways of analyzing stocks, not just numbers. It's better to analyze it through.
This one you're referring to me because I like doing numbers. I like the technical analysis. I know it's totally wrong because the fundamentals really play a huge role. And I know you're someone that you read the news, you watch what's going on in the company. So you don't believe in technicals and everything. Like,
what is going on in the company is also technicals.
yes, true.
They are numbers.
They are numbers. But some people like me, like we look at the chart, we look at price movement, and we try to see if there's a correlation between price movement and some other things. Like for example, if every May or every last week of June the price drops, and we see that there's correlation, like we try to take advantage of that. So I know many people that are not too into technicals always advise against it. And even the technicals are, historical data does not repeat itself. Like these are all things, but we just try to understand it with the data. And not many people can go and read financial reports of a company and all that. So, but I agree with your own stance too.
But if someone cannot read and understand financial report of a company,
Yeah,
in my opinion, the person might not really have business buying that stock.
really?
Yes. Because you never can tell. Maybe, for instance, if the company is in trouble
Yeah,
and nobody knows,
yeah.
they are, I don't want to like give examples, but there are some companies you just hear that, for instance, the regulator, maybe CBN is saying there are issues in their books. And you did not know, you are just studying numbers.
But don't you think that if there's any issue, it also reflects on the price? Because there's this popular saying that the price of a stock uh, is discounted already it's reflected already. Whatever happens to a company is already reflected in its price. So I don't know, but this is another argument, and I think it's a discussion or a debate that it never ends, about people that are too into technicals like charts and analysis, and people that are into fundamentals like the report. I wanted to ask you about your experience. I know we've spoken about, okay, before I do that, last year, you told me that this year was going to be a boom year.
And it did.
And it is already, right? So what prompted you to make that prediction or to say that?
Yeah, it's because most of those stocks are undervalued, grossly undervalued.
Okay.
For instance, a GTB, Guaranteed Trust Bank, as of 2022 was below 20 naira, and the earnings was about maybe 15 or 16 naira.
Wow.
That's a PE of 1 point something.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it doesn't take much to know that it's grossly undervalued.
And it's almost the same with many stocks in the market.
It's almost the same with every stock, many stocks. So once you can spot an undervalued, fundamentally strong stock, just know that before time, maybe within some months or years, it's going to correct itself.
Really?
Yes.
Can you give an example of undervalued stock?
Okay. I gave an example of GTB the other time. Another good example is Zenith Bank. As at that 2022, 2023, it was also below 20, the price. And the earnings was about maybe almost 12 naira. So that's just 1 point something earnings, not up to 2, as in price to earnings.
Yes.
So it was grossly undervalued. So I was not surprised what we are having today. Because they have always been, especially the banks, they have always been undervalued over the years. So I'm not really surprised what we're having. And I still think we can still do more.
Yeah, there was one video I did where I spoke about the stocks that like investors are the people like benefiting so much from the policies of the current government because of the rise in the stock market and everything. Do you agree with that? Is that something new?
Yes, that's correct.
Right.
Because the policies of the government, especially those two main policies, benefit maybe not directly the investors, but it benefit the companies. So the companies are making more money. So the more money they are making, the more they give to shareholders, the more the prices rises. For instance, the banks had a windfall of FX windfall, to the extent that the government had to tell them, we all thought it was a joke. The government had to tell them that you have to pay us some amount of the FX gains. Lo and behold, some banks paid that as much as 50 or 70 something billion to the government for FX gains.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So all this money should have gone into their P&E or into their shareholders' earnings.
Yes.
But the government collected them.
So which do you see some of these stock that are rising? Do you see them reaching as high as 1,000 naira per share? The reason why I'm asking, right, is because I recently traveled to Cote d'Ivoire, Abidjan, and while I was there, I decided to look at their stock market. And I saw that the stock prices there, they are for one company. There's a company there that is one of the major one. And most of the companies that are listed there, their stock prices are like up to 10,000 naira in value. Yes,
in value.
in naira.
When converted to
Yes,
naira, okay.
about 10,000 naira or 20,000 naira per share, up to 50,000 naira per share. Is that how what we should expect when our companies, like when our market and economy fully stabilizes, or you don't see that happening?
Okay, there's a difference between the price of a stock and the value in the stock. For instance, a higher value stock does not necessarily mean that it's better than a stock that the price is lower. I'll give you an example. For instance, an Airtel Africa or maybe a Seplat.
Yeah, yes.
Is I think Seplat is like 5,000 now
5,000.
per unit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, maybe GTB
Mm.
is like 100 naira.
Yes.
It doesn't really mean that Seplat or Airtel is higher than GTB or maybe even an M10.
Yes.
The thing is about the OS, outstanding shares.
Yes.
For instance, if you have far more OS,
Mm.
your price will go down.
Yes.
So it's like maybe a father that has 1,000 children and compared to like a father that has 10 children
10 children.
with the same earnings. So it's something like that. So price at times does not really matter.
Okay, doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
So even when they say like high value stock, it's not really like high value or
The high value they are talking about is the capitalization,
Okay,
not
okay.
the single price.
I
The
see.
total capitalization.
I see. Then tell me now, have you ever bought a stock that you regretted buying? Or like what made you regret buying a particular stock?
To be very honest, maybe now that I've been buying on the secondary, in those days when I started, where any public offer that comes out, I always buy. In those days, yes, anyone I see,
Yes.
yeah, I always put money. Unique Insurance, International Bank.
Yeah.
My money went in some of those ones. But, those were the learning stages. But since I've started doing the secondary market,
Yeah.
honestly, there's no company that I've put my money that I've regretted, because I usually do my research before investing.
And is it possible to buy shares in all the stock, all the companies?
It's possible, but I really don't understand the logic.
So one should have like a strategy and should pick some.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't have any particular stock that you regret buying?
No.
None?
No.
Huh.
I've made money in all the stock
I've bought a stock that I was thinking it was a good stock, but there was a time I wanted to sell and there were no buyers. There were no buyers at all. I even tried to see if I could drop the price to a very low price, but none.
There are guidelines.
Guidelines, right? So, like those kind of stock now, what would you say about it? Because many people think, okay, like there should always be liquid, there should always be people that are willing to buy. But there are stocks that once you buy and you enter, to go out is a major problem.
Yes. Then it also depends on why you enter the stock. For instance, if you enter the stock just because of a dividend, for instance, you wouldn't really mind whether it's liquid or it is not liquid. It's just like I usually compare buying a stock to buying a house. It's the same thing. People usually buy houses and leave it for 40 years. They don't even think of selling.
Yeah.
But they buy a stock today, they want to sell tomorrow at a profit. For me, it doesn't really, it's not really logical.
Yeah, but emergencies do come up, and sometimes you might plan to have it for like 5, 10 years. Then an emergency just comes up within a year or after 2 years, and you want to sell that stock, and it becomes a difficult thing for you.
Well, we can also always compare it to a house. What if you had bought a house and emergency comes? And in any case, you don't buy a stock with money you need.
Okay.
It's only the money you don't need that you buy stocks with. If you buy a stock with the money you need, let's say in the next 6 months or 1 year, you might lose. Because I'll give an example. This Oando you just mentioned, maybe someone needed the money, maybe like 97 million in 2005 thereabouts.
Yeah.
When they were doing the public offer, and someone bought 1 million units.
Yes.
For 97 million, and he needed the money in the next 1 year or 2 years.
Yeah.
Later, the thing fell down to as low as 2 naira. So, for instance, if he had sold then, he would have lost.
Yeah.
But if you don't really need the money, if you wait, Wando went back to as high as 98 naira, I think last year.
Yeah.
So if you can wait, you will always win in quality stocks.
But people that bought $1 at 200 and up till now, they are still waiting.
Maybe their own time will come. Maybe their own time will still come. But for now, they have not. But they've collected a lot of dividends in the past.
Okay.
And now they are even sharing almost 1 for 6, 1 for 12 twice. Yeah, they are about sharing like maybe the total will be 1 for 2. For every 2 you get 1 bonus.
Okay.
So it's not bad. And things are looking brighter.
And which stocks would you say we should keep expecting to see, like maybe the sector or particular stocks that you have like prospects on that?
Stocks generally are not about opportunity can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
The best thing is to just have the mindset already.
Yeah.
The price matters. No matter how good any stock is,
Yeah.
if the price does not fall into place, it's still not a good stock.
Okay.
So once you set your eyes on a stock, you have to be patient to get it at a good price. And there are about almost 200 stocks on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. So you can take your time and pick good ones. And you mustn't buy stock every month or every week or even every year.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be keeping your funds till opportunity comes.
And what kind of opportunity should someone look out for? Like right price or
right price?
Because there's this saying that goes like, by the time you hear about a good stock, it's already too late to buy. You understand? Like when you hear like a good stock, a stock is doing well, right? It's too late because
late.
Yeah, it's late. So
it's you that you should even be telling people that it's doing well after you have bought.
Okay.
Because for instance, I just want to make an example.
Yeah.
For instance, take maybe a Zenith, for instance. As at April or May, their last AGM, the CEO has actually almost promised, but they will not come out to promise directly. They were saying something like they will pay like something like 7 naira.
Yeah, they said it.
Yeah. And as at that time, it was like 40 something naira.
Okay.
So, for instance, a company that is to pay 7 naira, and you can, even when there was this news about CBN, this thing that they should not pay that circular, it went down to as low as 43, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
43 naira. That's an opportunity to buy.
So when the price drops,
it's a good and the fundamentals are still the same.
Yes.
Not that maybe the company is having problem and the price drops. The company might not recover again.
Okay. Then, like for people now that have bought, like I was giving you an example with Presco, people that bought at, like for me, anytime I buy a stock and the price shoots up, like, I mean, the green, maybe I'm seeing like 30, 50, 100% gain on that stock. I'm not sure whether I should buy again because it will reduce my margin on it. If you buy more, your margin from 100 might even become less. Maybe you might even start becoming at a loss. So it's always a problem on how does someone keep accumulating, especially when the stock is growing, the price is growing.
Every stock depends on stories behind it. Maybe, for instance, you are still optimistic that the company will still do well in the future. So there's nothing wrong in buying more, even if it keeps increasing. The thing is that if you are thinking that your average will be increasing, so be it, but you will still gain overall. I think it's about maybe because of statistics, because all these brokers, they usually have graphs and all that. If you are not comfortable with that, you can buy through another broker or through another account.
Actually, yes.
But it's still the same thing.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
When you look at your general portfolio,
it's the same.
It's the same thing. Yeah, I try to do that. Instead, I'll open another brokerage app, then buy the stock at the new price, then But that I
It's
found
just an emotional thing. It's the same thing.
yes,
Whether you buy the same broker, you buy in another broker, it's the same.
it's the same thing.
It's the
Then,
same.
do you have any like ideas or any thoughts about buying US stocks? Are you into that, or it's not something that interests you?
No, it interests me. I'm not
Okay.
directly into that, but I know a little about it.
Mm.
There is a fundamental difference between US stocks and Nigerian stocks. Most of the US stocks, some of them don't even pay dividend at all.
Yeah.
They call them growth stocks.
Yeah.
People buy because they want it to
Appreciate.
and they sell, they collect back their money. They don't, there's nothing that is returning capital.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they don't even gain anything for it. For instance, maybe a Yahoo in those days in the 90s, they didn't pay any dividend throughout, and everybody lost, except the managers that are collecting salaries. So for me, if a stock does not pay dividend, you have to be circumspect about it. You have to really look at it very well. Because if anything goes wrong, there's no way you'll be sure that there is even money in the company if the company is not returning capital.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if all the figures they are giving you are fake?
Yeah.
There's no way you can know. But in the US,
Yeah.
if you bring out the fake report, you go to prison, perhaps. So
Yeah.
maybe
It's
you
more
can
strict.
trust them a little.
Yes.
But even at that, a friend was telling me, I think last week, I think he has gained about 100 or 200% on Facebook.
Okay.
So
Meta.
Meta, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of gains over there, especially when you wake up and Donald Trump brings out a news.
Yeah.
It can go down. Another news, it goes up.
Interesting. And how about your thoughts on real estate versus stock market? I know this is a topic that is sensitive to you, right? Yeah.
Real estate is good, but it's not really flexible. For instance, if you are building a house, an apartment for rental, for instance, or if you have a house, until you finish the building, you cannot earn a dime from the investment. But if you buy a stock of even maybe 100,000 naira,
Yeah.
you will earn dividend. If you have 100,000 and you put it in real estate, you are building a house. You have not finished the house, you cannot take rent.
Yeah.
Another thing is, if you have a 100,000, no, let me say, if you have a million naira worth of stock,
Yeah.
and you have a million naira worth of a house,
Yeah.
if you need money, let's say 10,000,
Yeah.
in the stock, you can easily sell 10,000 naira worth and use the money. You can't sell only window or a door in the house.
Yeah.
Then, about the appreciation,
Yeah.
I'm not saying real estate does not appreciate, especially in Abuja. But generally, it might be difficult for you to find the kind of appreciation that you can easily see in the stock market, in the real estate world.
Yeah.
Then another thing is, generally in the world,
Yeah.
who are even the rich people? It's the stock guys.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen any real estate guy that is rich? I doubt. Maybe Donald
Really?
Trump. And Donald Trump is not rich compared to others.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. You can tell me if you know.
Okay.
Anybody that is doing real estate and is rich,
Yeah.
if you know, you can tell me. I don't know anybody.
There are people that I think that are doing
Solely real estate.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody.
Okay, I'll check on that. But it's a good perspective. Okay.
Because you can easily leverage and double, triple, quadruple your money in stocks.
Yeah.
Which is not really easy in real estate.
Some people would argue that for real estate, you can also do that, and like you can double your money, triple your money in.
It will take time.
It will take time, right?
Then another thing, the real estate that people are always saying. I've seen people say, my property is worth 100 million.
Yeah.
You cannot know the worth of your property unless there's a ready buyer. You can be emotional and say your property is worth anything.
Yeah.
It's until a buyer is ready to pay, or it's until a buyer pays, that you can really know the worth of your property.
Yeah.
But in stock, you're already seeing buyer, you're already seeing sellers. So you can easily determine the price,
Value.
the value. And another thing is, if you are like an offshore person, someone that does not really have time, as you are now, if you have a house in Lagos
Yeah.
for rent, you will go through a lot of wahala, a lot of problems. Let's even say you now built it,
Yes.
and the house is now okay.
Yes.
To be managing it, you need to employ someone that will be checking whether the toilet is bad, tenants are fighting, all those things. In stocks, you don't need that. You can be in America or the UK and you are investing and you are collecting your dividend. The day they are paying dividend, you will get it in New York. It's the same thing. But real estate, in fact, you and your tenant might be fighting all the time before they pay.
Yeah, and for me, one major problem I have with real estate is actually the high barrier to entry. I think you mentioned it. The high barrier to entry. You can't just enter real estate business with as little as 10,000 naira, 100,000 naira, even with 1 million naira. I don't think you can enter real estate business with it. It's an investment with it. It takes a lot of capital. Then there are a lot of other like fraudulent activities that we hear about, but using fake papers, fake credentials, and all that. We've seen a lot. So to me, like these are some of the issues. But with stock, I see it as an easy way to enter. With 5,000, you can start growing, and before you know it, you reach 50,000, 60,000. These are these are some of like the my problems with like real estate. But I'm still conflicted on which one. But it's good to diversify because one can never tell, right?
But instead of maybe buying plenty real estate, it's better to just buy a REIT.
Okay. REIT here stands for Real Estate Investment Trust,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And it's a stock that
It's tradable.
is
on the exchange,
tradable.
so
Yes. And there are only like two or three major REITs in Nigerian stock market,
yes,
right? So it's still not a place that is still an untapped place,
sure,
right?
sure.
Yeah. But are they very good? Are they profitable?
They are.
Mm,
They are profitable.
really?
For instance, UPDC REIT, now they pay dividend almost maybe twice or thrice in a year.
Three times?
Yes, because the law for REIT,
Yes.
I think they must pay about 90% of their profit or something like that.
Yeah.
So they will always be paying dividend. And I think the new law now,
Yeah.
it stipulates that there is no tax on the dividend for REIT. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Maybe I'll
really?
check, yes.
Okay. That's something to confirm. Yeah. Amazing. And so same applies with ETFs, right? Especially for commodities like gold.
ETF is a little bit different.
Okay.
But ETF is like a mixture of all. Maybe you don't want to buy an Apple or a GT directly.
Yes.
You just want to do fine.
Yes.
So someone will have bought Apple, bought GT. No, in Nigerian stock,
Nigeria,
bought GT, bought Zenith, bought everything, and put it in one portfolio.
Yes.
So you will now buy part of it.
Part of it. I've seen this ETF for gold, new gold.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you're aware of it. It's on the market, and it it reflects the price of gold, and I think it's like 1/100 of the price of an ounce of gold.
Yeah.
That's the price. So that's what it tries to mirror. So, and it's actual gold. It's backed by actual gold in a bank in South Africa. This one ETF that I found interesting, but the only problem with it is they don't pay dividends. They don't pay dividends because gold does not generate return on investment. It's just a capital appreciation thing.
For me, gold is not an investment.
Are you serious?
Honestly. But people buy gold and different things for different emotional reasons.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking of real investment. Gold is not really an investment because
yeah.
it doesn't return capital. It doesn't do anything. If you buy a farm, just a farm, and you give it to some people, they will farm on it. You get corns and a lot of things. Gold will just sit there. It doesn't do anything. Just because emotionally the price goes up and people, that's speculation. That's not investing.
Actually.
That's speculation.
But
Like, someone might make a lot of money through it, though.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really make it a good investment.
It's a store of value, right? You can keep your money in it.
And it's backed by, it's in dollars. So
Yes. Interesting. And so if gold is not an investment, there are people that actually like buy gold, wait until maybe this speculation, right?
it's speculation.
It's speculation. So waiting for it to increase or keeping it for 1-2 years and selling it is just
It's
speculation.
speculation.
Interesting. So you have something to say about the
Oh,
new tax
okay.
law?
The new tax law,
Yeah.
I think it's going to start by January from what the president said.
Yes.
About capital gain.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you buy a stock, and what used to be is that if you are selling a stock
Yeah.
above 100 million, you will pay capital gain tax for your 10% for your profit.
Okay.
But now they have changed
Above which amount?
above 100 million.
100 million.
Yes.
Okay.
But now they have changed it to 150 million.
Okay.
But once your profit exceeds 10 million, you will pay a tax. And the tax now has increased. It's not what it used to be. Maybe many people did not know. Before it used to be 10%, now it's capped at your personal income tax level. So some people might be paying as much as 25%.
Really?
Yes. Unless you reinvest the money within the financial year.
This is not something that has been spoken about much about the new tax law. All we keep hearing mostly is VAT and personal income, right?
They wouldn't. It's marketing.
so please, can you say it again or speak?
Okay.
Yeah, or give more example on it.
For instance, if you have a portfolio of 200 million.
Yes.
And you sold all your portfolio, 200 million.
Yeah.
So let's say the profit there is 50 million.
Yes.
So for everything that is above 100 million, is 200 is sold, the threshold is 100 million. So because it's above 100 million, they will flag you for tax. So they will now check how much did you make in profit.
Really, they can check that?
Yes.
How?
Even apart from that, from January now,
yes,
what they said is that they are going to instruct the banks to be giving the data of everybody that did transaction above the first 5 million. Now they are saying 25 million. Then to check that is just through the brokers.
Okay.
The brokers will give the government the statistics of everybody that made more than 10 million.
More than 10 million.
Yes.
In profit.
In profit.
So if you bought a share of maybe a stock, maybe at 5 naira or maybe 5 million naira worth of share, and when you're selling it, you made 15 million, right? Yes. That means you made 10 million profit, right? Yes. The 5 million is what you invested. Yes. So that means you pay that tax.
You will not pay because it's just 10. If it's above 10.
If it's above 10. So if you sell it and maybe you sold that 5 million, that stock for 20 yes. million, right?
You pay tax.
You pay tax. Capital what amount? Gain. Capital gain. At what percent rate?
It depends on the amount. If it's 5M, that is your gain. Oh, you bought it 5 and it's 15.
Yes.
If it's 15M, you pay like 25%.
25%.
They are using the normal personal tax.
Yes.
They are not using general 10% again.
Okay. Interesting. So what would you say about this? So
what I can say is that in Nigeria, we are not sure whether it will take off. Assuming it takes off,
Yeah.
it's better. For instance, people that have bought a stock at maybe 20 years ago,
Yeah.
now, I believe it's better they sell before they sell and buy back
Okay.
before the thing starts. For instance, some people bought Wando at a price of like 2 naira, let's say 3 naira.
Yeah.
And Wando is now like maybe 60 naira.
Yes.
If they don't sell and buy again, it's going to capture that 50 something naira as profit.
Really?
Yes. So if you buy 1 million units,
Yeah.
so you will pay tax 25% of that, almost 50 something million.
Wow.
So, but if you sell now before the law starts,
Yes.
and you buy again,
It's okay.
it might be better.
You only pay
You
10%.
no, you still pay the 25%. You know.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know the law is to start from January.
Yes.
What they are saying, we
Yeah.
don't know whether they will still postpone it. You know that profit of 50 something million.
Mm-hmm.
If you had sold it now and buy back,
Yeah.
not at a loss, maybe you look at it, you buy back,
Yeah.
not at a loss. All those profits will come into your pockets.
They don't pay tax on those ones?
Because the law starts from January.
January, I see. Okay.
So they will just start checking it in January.
Okay. But this one.
And your portfolio will not read that 50 something naira profit.
Yeah.
It will just read maybe, I don't know how much it will be that time, maybe 2 or 3 naira.
Interesting. But there's still tax that you pay now.
No, normally.
Yeah,
Those are statutory.
statutory tax.
They are not capital gain.
Yes. Okay. So this is a good perspective. Very good insight.
And like I said earlier, stock is just a means of investment. There are other forms of investments.
Yeah.
Bonds, treasury bill, mutual funds. There are different other ones.
Well, but those ones, for many people that are into halal investing,
Yes.
Islamic
Some of them
investing.
are halal.
Yes, some
There
like
are halal
sukuk, right?
funds. Yes.
Yeah, sukuk, the sukuk ones.
For the mutual funds, some of them are halal.
So, but people look at the returns, the interest or the returns for these bonds. They are not too enticing when you compare it with inflation, with stocks and everything. I know it's a way of diversification, but it's 19%, 18%, 17% return for 5 years or 3 years or 2 years. Many people don't find that interesting, enticing. They can try and mix that and put it in the stock, and they might get it at 30% or 50% or more.
I'll also lose.
And they might also lose. So is that the trade-off? Is that where people should look at, like, this one is fixed and you know you're getting this return compared to any other investment that you may not know?
Yes, I think it's better to have like a mix.
Okay.
You cannot just put all your money in stock. Because for instance, once you buy a stock, you might not be able to recover back that money. For instance, you can buy a stock today and the price start going down tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That money is bye. Maybe till it comes back, except you want to sell at a loss.
Yeah.
Except there's a dividend.
Yeah.
But if you mix it and you have money market investment, maybe a bond or something, some things might be coming out from that other side.
Okay. Then maybe before we go, one last question. What advice would you give someone that is just starting, like investing, or someone that wants to start, but they're still contemplating? What advice would you give them?
I will advise them to start as soon as possible. Maybe with something little, 10,000, 5,000, and study the way the market is and talk to professionals.
Yeah.
Because you cannot overemphasize the importance of professionals. I mean, the stockbrokers, the financial advisors, and all that. So the person should just try to start learning. Maybe about the history of different companies, financial, how to read report, how to understand what is going on in the company. Those are the things that really determine.
And is that a must? Is that a must for someone to do that? Because not many people are can read those reports and understand it, no matter how they learn, no matter how they pick it up to try and it's actually a boring thing to do to read those financial reports. So is that a must? Is it a must for someone to be that literate?
It might not really be a must. You can rely on, they can rely on financial advisors. But if you are putting your life savings in something, I think it's better you just try to understand what you are putting your life savings in. Unless, or else you go to maybe bond or something that is stable, or
Okay.
maybe an FX denominated bond that
Okay.
is stable.
Yeah.
Because if you don't really understand it and you don't want to study it and you just blindly put money there, it might be bye bye to your money.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you.
So, and in the financial reports and the company profile and everything, what should someone look out for? What are those things that, like maybe just mention one or two. It doesn't
Oh,
have to.
okay.
Yeah,
In the financial reports,
yeah,
one of the most important things
yeah.
to look out for is how is the company performing? How are they growing? For instance, the company's profits. What are they making? Then the EPS, that's the earnings per share. So what is it? Is it growing? Is it stagnant? Is it going down? What is happening? Then from that you can calculate the PE to know when you will get back your money or something like that. Those are the basic. There are other
Yeah.
but those are the basic
Basic things to look
parameters
out
to
for.
look out for.
How about the people running the company?
That one matter. People with integrity.
Okay,
Anybody without integrity, nothing good will come out of the company.
okay.
Integrity matters.
So, like, even look and for the people running the company, like the CEO, the chief financial officer,
Yes.
those are like key people someone
Yes.
should look out for.
Yes. And even the board generally.
The board too.
Yes.
If there's like questionable people,
It's better to run.
it's better to run.
Yes.
Okay. And I think there's another thing that maybe you might have an idea of. There's been a lot of um,
Okay.
corporate,
Readings.
yes, and many people don't know what's going on behind the doors. And but we've seen takeovers, we've seen corporate takeovers, we've seen some major gameplays changing in the corporate world. Which one are you really following, and what's the most interesting thing about it?
Honestly, I'm following everything.
Wow.
But maybe I will just make comments about some of them.
Yeah.
For instance, um, Otedola,
Yeah.
Femi Otedola,
Yeah.
woke up one day and told all of us that he has bought 5% of Transcorp. Before then, Transcorp is a company that has always been down. I have friends that have Transcorp for almost 20 years without nothing. But immediately that man bought it.
Yeah.
Although between the two of them, they settled themselves. He bought it. Elumelu bought it back.
Yes.
And all those ones. Since then, the stock has not remained the same. Price has always been going up. Maybe they now value shareholders more or
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
That's for Transcorp. Maybe I should make
When
a.
was that? When did he buy that?
That was like 2 3 years
Years
ago.
ago. Yeah. Yeah.
That was 2 3 years ago.
And they've been paying dividends?
Yeah, they paid dividend
Yes, we see.
in maybe a while.
Okay.
Price a stock that has always been less than 1 naira, 90 something kobo, 30 kobo.
Transcorp.
Yes.
Transcorp Hotel or
No,
Transcorp?
not hotel.
Okay, the
Transcorp.
Transcorp. Yeah,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
It has always been maybe 90 kobo, 70 kobo, 1 naira, 10 kobo.
Yeah.
I think it's now like 40 something naira.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because of that corporate changes.
Mm-hmm.
So things really change there.
There's a lot to see for Motedola because he has been doing all these corporate games, and he said he's going to write a book and publish it, but maybe in I'm not sure when. But it's something I've been anticipating because he's someone I've always wanted to pick his brain. Like, do you see him being like the corporate tycoon in Nigeria?
Yes.
Right.
The man is always like, you are making money, a company is making money. Instead of returning to shareholders, you'll be buying private jets. The managers will just be spending money
Yeah.
like a drunken sailor. They'll just be doing anyhow. So he is like, instead of buying private jets, do something tangible for shareholders.
That's what he does.
That's what he has always been preaching.
Amazing. Amazing.
Without mentioning names, there are some corporate guys, they fly about with private jets in shareholders' money.
But he doesn't do that.
He has a private jet
Yeah.
bought for his own, by his own, not through the company.
Okay. So, and how many companies do you know that he's involved with on the stock market?
Directly, I think I know two now.
Okay.
Geregu and First Bank.
And Transcorp.
No, he has sold.
Yeah, sold
He has sold
Transcorp.
everything.
Okay.
They had a settlement that time.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. Which other like corporate tycoon do you know of that is like making moves or is someone to like look out for in the market?
All of them are there, and everybody is looking for opportunity. For instance, it might interest you to know that Mike Adenuga
Yes.
also has some stake in First Bank,
Okay.
but it's not substantial.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if there's an opportunity for him, he too might want to like move up, as in buy more.
Yeah.
But he already has Sterling Bank.
Yeah.
So it might be conflict of interest.
Okay. And how about prospects of Dangote Refinery and NNPC Limited becoming public? Like, is there something exciting to look out for?
Everybody is waiting for that.
Which one?
Dangote Refinery.
How about NNPC?
Me, personally, I really don't think government-owned enterprises can be run profitably. Really? Unless maybe they privatize and maybe government takes a back seat.
Yes.
No, if they are going public and the government still owns 60%,
okay,
they will still not make anything.
Interesting.
Government should go back 10% or 5%. Let the private run it.
So the moment Dangote Refinery comes, like I'm sure many people will rush that one.
We will see the financials first. Let's see the financials. Because that it come does not mean prices will be going up.
Yeah.
Companies are dynamic.
Yeah.
A lot of things happens.
Okay.
They might list a company today, tomorrow it might go down to 50%.
Yes.
Instead of buying an IPO, you just wait and enter at that 50%.
Yeah.
Less.
I've made it a point that I wouldn't be buying IPO again because I bought, I think, okay, there was one I didn't buy, and when it went to the market, like I bought it, it was very high, and it hasn't reached that like price again. But IPOs, I've made it a point. What do you have to say about?
No, IPOs are good, but everything depends. You know, there's no general formula in the market.
Yeah.
At times, you might buy IPO and the thing might, for instance, I told many of my friends, I think including you last year, to buy Zenith Bank. I think you have bought some.
Yes. Yeah.
So as at that time, I think Zenith was selling for 36.
Yeah, 36.
I doubt if it went lower than that.
No, it did. Yes.
And it was public offer.
Yes.
So, but now it's 70 something.
But,
so if you had waited that I don't want to buy IPO, let it pull back. It didn't pull back.
No, but like Aradel, for example, Aradel is a bad case. I think they listed at 700 and something or so, and like the price has just went down, and I think it's struggling around 500 or so now.
Yes, because most of those, you know, that comes to the concept of this EPS, earnings, dividend, and all these things.
Yeah.
If a company is overvalued, generally it will come down. You know, they were in the private placement before. They were in the NASDAQ,
yes, over the counter.
NASD, over the counter.
Yeah.
OTC that time.
But they were selling for about over 1,000 naira there, right?
They can sell for any amount.
Oh.
No, it's different from quoted company.
Yeah.
This is where you see everybody is now seeing you and valuing you every day.
Interesting.
Because here everybody is seeing what is happening. Everybody is dissecting your reports.
Okay.
For instance, if you are like a 1,000 naira stock and you are paying 20 naira, people will be like, that's paltry, maybe 2% or what.
Yes.
So why would I leave my money for 2% when I can buy maybe even a Zenith for like 10%?
Yes.
So why?
Hmm. Interesting.
And we can wake up tomorrow and price of oil might fall and the whole profit of Aradel or whatever might come
Might
down.
come down. Hmm. Amazing.
Because oil price is we are doing good for almost 3-4 years now.
Yes. Okay, before we wrap up, right? Now that the market, the Nigerian market, stock market, is at probably an all-time high, right? Do you see this like as a dream? Like we'll wake up to reality, or will it like what do they even call it? Will it adjust again? Will the market adjust again and come down? Because it seems like it has just been going up and up and up and up, and there's no there's no stability or something like that. It's just going up.
The graph of market generally worldwide can never be stable. It can never be going up.
Okay.
It will always be zigzag.
Yeah.
Goes up, come
Come
down.
down.
But more importantly, it depends on what is happening in the economy generally
Yeah.
and what is happening in the particular companies.
Okay.
Those are if companies are making more money,
Yeah.
definitely the profit, everything is going up. Definitely it will affect the stock price one day. It might not affect it immediately.
Yeah.
It will definitely affect it later.
Mm. Okay. So this is like it. We're getting to the true value of the Nigerian stock market.
Exactly. Some of them, I
Mm.
still believe they have still not gotten to their true values.
Yeah.
Especially the banks.
Okay.
Because some of them has EPS of 4, even PE of like 3 or 4 now. All these GT,
Yeah.
Zenith.
Yeah.
That's too small. Another company in the US maybe have PE of 20, between 20 and 100.
Okay.
So they still have they still have a chance to grow higher than what they are.
Yeah.
Before I go, there's another company that I
Yeah.
would like us to discuss.
Yeah.
WAPCO.
WAPCO.
It's a cement company.
Okay.
So this company, one Chinese company is into talks to buying it
Okay.
from Lafarge Africa.
Yes.
So and I know the Chinese, once they enter the market, you know the way they are workaholic, they will do a lot of work in that space. So since the news came up, the price has been rising. I think from like 50 naira, it's like 150 now. Within a period of 6 months or 8 months or so.
WAPCO.
WAPCO. It's Lafarge. They do
Yes.
cement, this
Yes.
elephant cement. So, but now they have not concluded
Yes.
about how much the Chinese will buy and all that. And for me, I think it might be a good thing for Nigerians generally.
Yeah.
If the Chinese or other people enter the market.
Really?
Yes, because I used to work for a Chinese company in those days in the
Okay.
telecom industry. They do their business like as if their life depends on it, and they have like zero cost to capital.
Okay.
So they can produce things with minimum cost. For instance, see BYD versus Tesla.
Yeah.
You can see the price.
Yeah.
So I believe if those Chinese, I don't know, maybe they will spoil market for some people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, but the shareholders, because we're talking of stocks,
Yeah.
it's a good thing for the shareholders. Because what they were proposing that time, what people were saying was that they were going to pay like 90 naira or 100 naira.
Yeah.
But now the price is 150. As at now, who knows? Maybe they will end up paying like 200 or something for the shareholders per unit.
But at what price did they agree to buy it?
Yeah, nobody has agreed.
Oh, nobody.
There's no AGM. They are buying from the core investor.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the minority now is
Yes.
what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because
Interesting.
an AGM will be held and price will be determined.
Amazing. So we'll wait and see. We'll see what will come out from that.
Yeah.
I know that there are lots of other companies too that have very huge potentials. I saw recently like one of the stock that have really like grown in price this year from January. I think is it Academy?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Academic price.
Yeah. Is there anything behind that, or until someone checks the
No, nothing
nothing,
much.
nothing much, right?
Nothing much.
It's just maybe people, investors having confidence in
Yes.
the.
But it
Okay.
doesn't mean it will be liquid.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you so much, KG.
You're
It was really
welcome.
nice having you. And there you have it, guys. You can see the insight, a walking encyclopedia in the Nigerian stock market. And he follows more fundamentals. He has all the knowledge in it. And KG is just someone I always like to speak to. Any day, anytime. Anytime a news break, I call him and I get very good perspective on the matter. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right. Bye bye, guys.